Hello everyone. I feel like it's been so long since I've been on. So here I am tonight. We have a lot going on. I am going to go ahead and share to a few places before we get started. And if you could do the same, that would be awesome. Give me a few minutes, guys, and then we will get started. Hello. We're starting in a few minutes. I'm just going to share, and if you can share too, that would be great. Hey guys, stick around. We are sharing right now. If you could share for me, that would be great. As soon as I'm done here, we're going to get started. Feels like I haven't been on in so long, but I think I got on Friday. We did a live on Friday, and I'm actually going to be finishing up a project that we started that we did Friday, but I wanted to make some changes to it. We did this one on Friday, and I'm gonna make some changes to it. I'm gonna show you. Kind of felt like it wasn't very complete yet. It just felt unfinished, and so I added flowers, I added butterflies, and it still felt unfinished to me. So I figured out what it needed, and that's what we're going to be doing first. So I am just sharing to a couple places, and then we're going to get started, you guys. One more. If you guys could share, that would be great. And I think this is my last one. Last one, let's get going. Okay, so I worked on this during the last live. If you haven't seen it, go back, check out the replay. We did 2 projects using this galvanized steel. It's really, really easy to chalk on. I really like it. But I just felt like it was not ready, like it was not finished. Felt like it needed a little bit more. So I have this, and I was looking at it, and I kind of think that it would look really nice if we did something like this to kind of finish it off. Hey, how are you guys? Thank you so much for sharing. So what do you think? I think this is a good way to just finish it off. Just kind of make it look complete. I just felt like this wasn't complete. Like I need more than just this metal circle. So I think adding this wooden background is going to be good. And then this hangs, so you can hang this. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I am going to, hi Diana, thank you. I am going to just hot glue it. all I'm going to do is put some hot glue right in the middle. Just like that. And that's it. That's it. I just wanted to finish this up with you guys before we moved on to some new projects. I wanted to finish that up. Isn't that nice? I think now it is finished. I think now it looks a little bit more finished. It's got a lot going on, but it's cute. Super cute. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. So Miss Desiree, I don't know if you're watching yet. I know you were gonna try to hop on. Wanted to buy this color. It's Liberty, and it's sold out, you guys. It's already sold out. And she wanted to do a specific project that really needed this color blue to go along with a law enforcement theme. And this is the color that she needs, and it's sold out. This is Liberty, and it's gone. So we're gonna help her decide what she should buy, because we have this midnight sky blue, and we also have this peacock, and she's wondering if she can't have Liberty, which other would look good? Which other would work? What is the closest we can get to Liberty? So I told her that there was also, that it might work also if we mix our midnight blue, because it's such a deep blue. If we mix it with white and just create a brand new color, that might work also. So we're gonna go ahead and do that tonight and help Desiree decide on what color to use, what color we can get as close as we can to this. She's going to be using a black background, so I did bring out this little chalkboard, and we're going to be trying it out on here, okay? So I should have brought out something to chalk. That would have been nice. I have this little hand right here we're going to be using. Let's just do it on this hand. We're going to be using this little hand in a little bit. We're going to be working on a project, a grandchildren's project. So I am going to put up here in the middle the color that Desiree wanted. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz this for a second. Haven't used it in a while. I'm going to put it up here in the middle. And we're going to start with the color that we are aiming for, which is the Liberty. This is the one that is out of stock. And right now we're just helping out Desiree, you guys. We're just helping her decide what she should do. So this isn't a project. We're just, I told her I would do this live to kind of help her see what it would look like on the black, against a black chalkboard. So let's go ahead and just chalk this color first. So that's what the Liberty looks like against the blue. I'm sorry, against the black chalkboard. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna clean this off really quick, and then I'm gonna do another color. Just like that. my paper towel. Hey Debbie, how are you? I'm excited to be back. It's been kind of crazy. My husband's on vacation right now, and I'm on vacation, so we've been kind of taking advantage and getting a lot of things done. Took a little trip to the coast and just having fun. And my dog got sick, so he's not doing really good right now, and I haven't been able to really do a live. It's just been kind of crazy. Let me go ahead and dry this really quick. I don't want to smudge it because I'm going to put the next hand right next to it. Okay, so now we're going to do the next color. Yeah, Miss Debbie, it's been kind of tough with the whole... My dog just suddenly had a... he's only 6 years old, and he had a spine injury. He's a small, jumpy dog, and he hurt his back, and it's not going to be something we can recover from, so he's not doing very well right now. So the next color we're going to do is the Midnight Sky. And we're gonna do it right next to our Liberty, which is the color that we want, but is sold out. So I'm gonna do the Midnight Blue right next to it. This is a very deep color. So we're gonna, I can't remember if I've used this one. It's open, so obviously I've used it. I don't know if I've used it on chalk, so on a chalkboard. So I don't know what it looks like against the black. I can't remember. So let's see what it looks like against the black. Okay, so it is deeper. Let me dry that so you can see. Yeah, it's so sad. And we have, I have 2 small children. My daughter, she's 3. She doesn't really get it, which is maybe a good thing. My son, he's a little older. He's 7 and he gets it. We're just a little bummed out because my dog's pretty young. He's only 6 and we've had him since he was 8 weeks old, So yeah, it's been kind of crazy. And thank you so much, Debbie. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. It is a lot deeper, and it is not as bright and as easy to see against the black. Okay, so this is the Liberty. This is the color that Desiree wants, but is sold out. This is one option she has. I'm gonna do the other option, which is the Peacock. I'm gonna do that next. Oops, transfer's still wet. So I'm just cleaning this. I'm using the same hand over and over, and I just have a little tub of water right now on my table, and I'm just washing it off and wiping it so that I can reuse it right away. So now we're gonna try out the Peacock, which is, it's a brighter color, but it's got a little tinge of green to it, a little bit of a turquoise to it. So she doesn't know if this is going to work for her law enforcement project that she's working on. She's working on a law enforcement theme, and so she's doing a American flag in black with the blue stripe down the middle. Okay, Debbie, drive safe. If you get home and I'm still on, hop on. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what that looks like on the chalkboard. Okay, so this is the Peacock. Okay. So that's the peacock. It does not have, it's a little bit greener. It's not as blue as the Liberty. So this is what Desiree wants. These are the closest colors to the Liberty. So I told her that there was another option because this one's a little dark. It's not really showing too much against the black chalkboard. And this one, just a little bit too green, I think. By the way, guys, we are playing trivia tonight for entries to win a prize, so stick with me. We're gonna figure out this color for Desiree first, and we're gonna start working on projects. We're gonna do some trivia. If you haven't joined my VIP group, we do have a big 7 days of sales going on right now. And you can combine all of them. So it's really good. So the link is in the comments if you want to do that. So I told Desiree that we could do one more thing. We can take the Liberty, no, we can take the Midnight Sky and mix it with some white to see if that'll give us the color that a little bit closer to the color that she wants. So let's see if this is going to work. I love that we can mix our chalks. I keep my mixtures. Here's one that I did the other day for some chickens that I was working on, and I get these little containers at Dollar Tree, and I put my own mixed creations in here because if I make enough of it, I can continue to use it. If there's a specific color that I want, then I'll just mix my colors to get to that one. All right, so let's see if this works. We're gonna put some white in the blue. And let's see if we can just get a little bit lighter and brighter. And it looks like that is a yes. Can you see that already? It's already looking really good, Desiree. So I mixed it. I just did, I don't know, Hannah. I did like a scoop of the blue of the Midnight Sky and a scoop of the white. And it looks pretty darn close to the Liberty. So if any of you out there were interested in purchasing the Liberty color, it is now out of stock. And it is such a pretty blue. But I think we just figured out how to make it and how to get pretty close to it. Dropped my paper towel. Let me grab another. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here on the bottom. And now I'm going to chalk it using the creation that we just made. The midnight blue with the white. We are trying to get to this color here. So let's see. Okay. From what I'm seeing, it looks pretty close. Not sure if you can see it on the camera. That is like spot on. That is spot on, you guys. That's almost the exact same color. So let me tell you what happened, just in case you got on right now and you're like, what is she making? So Desiree wanted to purchase this color, which is Liberty, and it's sold out. So her options, the closest options, were either this one, which is a Midnight Sky, or this one, which is Peacock. And she's going for a, what did I say, like a law enforcement theme. So she needs this blue. This is the blue, the color blue that she needs. These are not going to work. So what we did is we took this color here, the Midnight Sky, and I mixed in a little bit of white. And we got almost the exact same color. Look at that. That is, thanks Diana, that is perfect. That is like right on. So there you go, ma'am. Now you know what to order. We wanted to try it before she ordered. She wasn't sure which one to order. So now we know. You're going to need to order the Midnight Sky. And if you don't have bright white already, order the bright white. We're going to mix the bright white and the Midnight Sky to give you that perfect blue that you want, that Liberty that is sold out. Awesome, awesome. I'm so glad we were able to figure that one out. I am going to keep this color just to show anyone else who might be curious on how to get that Liberty color. It is such a nice color and it is sold out. So I'm gonna keep it. And I just keep my mixed colors in little plastic containers like this. I'm gonna keep it. And now we know how to make Liberty Blue. Even though it's sold out, you can have that color by mixing. Again, we mix the Midnight Sky with bright white, and we got almost the exact same color as Liberty. Awesome. Hey, Brandy. I'm so excited. That was exciting. That was a good way to start this live. Thanks, Brandy. We were trying to match this color. This is Liberty, and it sold out. We mixed Midnight Sky and white and got almost the exact same color. It's not as bright, but I bet if I added a little bit more white, we'd get it to that Liberty color. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's ask our first trivia question. Let's get the night going. My kids are tired and calm, so hopefully we can have a really good live tonight. They have been very busy. We were out and about all day. We were at the coast yesterday. So they are tired and just relaxing. So tonight should be good. All right, I hope I didn't just jinx myself. Let's ask our first trivia question. Remember that you can win some awesome goodies from me at the end of the week. Every time that you answer a question correctly, you will get an entry to that raffle that we will do at the end of the week. All right, let me clean my hands off. I'm trying to clean up while I do this. Here we go. So we were playing Disney trivia before. These are just, we're gonna mix it up a little. This is just like random trivia, okay? Random fun trivia. Ready for your first question? Here it is. What tree do acorns come from? What tree do acorns come from? First person on my screen with the correct answer gets an entry for some goodies from me. And I'm gonna clean up while I'm waiting for your answers. There is a lag time between what I say and when I see it on my screen and when you see it. So there is a little bit of a lag time. So it is, let's see, we got some answers and I already forgot what the answer is. The answer is oak. Diane, you got it. Diane, I'm gonna put you down. Diane, make sure that you have liked my page so that I can find you if you are the winner at the end of the week. I will be choosing a winner on Saturday. What's today? Wednesday? I'll be choosing a winner next week. Maybe Wednesday of next week, so we have a full week to play and get as many entries as possible. So we'll do that. So make sure, Diane, that you have liked my page. Debbie, you're back. Awesome. That was a short drive. Do you live like in a small town? I live in a super small town, Debbie, and everything is like 5 minutes away. Do you live in a short town? Today's Thursday. So next Thursday, we'll be choosing a winner. So make sure that you liked my page so that I can find you if you are the winner. I had someone win once, and then I could never find them. The live that they had commented in, I had to delete because my children. So I ended up deleting that one, and I didn't realize that that person had not liked my page, and so I could not find them. So make sure, Delano, Debbie, I'm in Wasco. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. It is a small town. Who's bigger? Are you guys bigger than Wasco? I want to say you are because you have that theater now. We are always over there. I love going to Delano for the theater. Now that you guys have the Maya Theater, it is so awesome. Okay. So we've got our first entry to the trivia, and tonight's going fast. Let me show you what we've done so far. Kind of want to like hang out on live, but it's going pretty fast. So we finished this one up. This one we started on a live last week, and we finished it up tonight. And then we just figured out how to get a color to be almost exactly like the Liberty color, which is now out of stock, by mixing the Midnight Sky and Bright Right. So now we're gonna make a cute little, we go a lot. I have, like I said, I have small children, so we go, and my daughter's finally at that age where we can finally go back to the theaters. We hadn't gone to the theaters in years, and now they're both at an age where we can go see movies and behave. So it's one of our favorite hobbies now. So we're gonna be working on a gift for grandparents, like a grandparent's gift. This looks really bright on camera. This is like a metal sign, like an enamel, a white enamel metal sign, and it's got the little twine up here so you can hang it. In all actuality, this could be double-sided. Let me take this off. And the other side looks exactly the same, except for you got the knots up here. So this could even be double-sided. I think tonight, though, we're just going to do this one side for the grandchildren's project we're gonna make. So we're going to be using this transfer here. Grandchildren, fill the space in your heart you never knew was empty, and it comes with these two little hands. It's really cute. Let me give you another question, and then I'll look up the price for this one, because I think this is an 8x10 B size. $14.99 is the price on this one. If you are interested in buying this transfer, it is $14.99. So let's, before we get started, I'm gonna ask another question. Okay. What do I want to ask? What does Fred Flintstone wear around his neck? How about that? What does Fred Flintstone wear around his neck? First person on my screen with the correct answer gets an entry. So I am just writing on the back of these just names for them, because these little backer papers, you got it, Diana. It is Diana Cole. You've got it. It is a tie. Got you down. By the way, you're not limited on entries, so however many questions you get tonight, that's how many entries you get. So if you get it if you get 10 entries tonight, then those are yours, okay? I don't limit you. I write the name on the back of these papers because these backer papers have different sides. So one side, I don't know if you can see that, but one side is shiny and then the other side is flat. And your transfer sticks on to the shiny side because it peels off real easy. If you stick it to the flat side, the back side, it is going to stick. It is going to stick and it's going to be hard to take off and you're going to have to pull on it and you can ruin your transfer doing that. Stretch it out, distort it. So you don't want to do that, and I've done it several times already. So by writing the name on the back, it kind of helps you put everything together when you're cleaning up, but also it makes helps you make sure that you're not sticking the transfer to the wrong side. All right, so this is super smooth, and so that means that my transfer is going to like stick to here like crazy. And even though I've used this several times, I'm gonna make sure I fuzz it well before I use it. And we need to pick a color. We need to pick a color for this project. Put my water aside. I'm thinking black. I am thinking black. Debbie, I have linked my website. You can go there, check out what you want, check out all the transfers we have. You can either message me your order and I can order it for you, or you can purchase straight from the website. I do have a big sale going on right now in my VIP group. So that's my suggestion to you. Go to my VIP group. It's totally free to be in the VIP group. But that's the only way that I can post promotions and sales and discounts. And I have a big 7 days of sales going on right now. Today's day 5. So I have 5 sales, which you can combine. So if you go to my website and you decide what you want, go to my VIP so you can see what sales you can use, and then message me your order and I can place your order for you using the discounts. The discounts won't be on my website because you're going to be using discounts that I personally give you, that I can give you because I'm a designer, because I get things at a lower price than just a customer, you know what I mean? So check that out, message me whatever you want, and I will give you those discounts, ma'am. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to use this twine to kind of, and that goes for all of you. That goes for all of you. If you are interested in purchasing anything, join my VIP. The link is in the details of this. The link is in the details of this slide. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this centered. So what we're gonna do here, this is going to be, no problem, ma'am, no problem. This is going to be like a picture holder. I made one for my mom using a white picture frame and magnets. It was a magnetic board, a magnetic chalkboard with a pretty white wooden frame. And then I used a really nice flower magnet. And then I added like, I don't know, 5 to 10 5x7 pictures that she could change out. So whenever she wanted to use certain picture of my kids, she can use it or change it out. Some of the pictures were seasonal, like my kids during Halloween at the pumpkin patch, and so she could change it so when it's autumn and fall, she can kind of change it too. In the fall, she can kind of change it to that picture. And she loved it. So today we're going to be doing something kind of like that. This is not magnetic, so we're going to be using twine and these little tiny clothes hanger clips to make this a picture holder. Now I'm just pressing this down to make sure I don't have any bubbles, because this is a very used transfer, it does have some creases in it. And so I just want to make sure that this goes down without any bubbles. If I pull this up and there is a bubble, it is not a big deal. All that means is that I'm going to wipe it and try it again. That's all it means. So it's not a big deal. So I'm going to use my black chalk paste. These little containers of chalk, they're about 3 ounces. They cost $12.99 and they last forever. Well, not forever, don't quote me on that, but they last a long time. So you can use this for a very, very long time. And in my VIP group, I actually have a sale on these right now, on all pastes. So if you want to go check that out, if you're interested in purchasing, go check that out. Okay, so it's really thick. I'm going to go ahead and add some water. This is just some distilled, this is filtered water, but you can use filtered or distilled water. And add it to your chalk paste. Hold on, guys. Glue gun is down. Okay. Add it to your chalk paste, and that's just gonna make your chalk paste a little bit smoother. And this does not look straight. Let me try it again. Let me try that again. I want it to be straight. Okay. Are you straight? Or are you crooked? Still looks crooked. Let me try it again. Hi, Mama. How you doing? You wanna go see Daddy? You need to go potty? Okay, time out, potty break. We'll be right back. Let's go, Maya. Come on. Hurry. Go potty.
Me?
Yeah.
Potty?
Yeah, big girl. Let's go.
Go potty.
Ready? Okay. Excuse you, Mama. What? All right, we're back. Thank you for staying on.
Blue water.
You want to play with the blue water?
Hmm.
Okay, go get your babies and your toys to stick in the water. All right. I still think that looks crooked. Or is it just my eyes?
Can I put that on the floor?
You want me to put it on the floor?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You got it. Let me put a towel down.
Hi.
Okay, here you go.
Couldn't get my babies.
All right. My daughter really likes the water that I use to clean off my transfers because it changes colors. So since we were working with blues, that water is now blue. And so she likes to get her little toys and stick them in there. And it's safe to do. It's just chalk and water. So that's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I think we've got it right here. Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. Come on. Go on straight, please. All right, I think I got it. It's okay, she's gonna play with the water. All right.
The water's so good.
Yeah, isn't that cool? It's blue.
What's that in it?
It's just blue chalk.
I want blue top.
Oh, you mean the board eraser?
What?
So I'm just pushing this down, guys, making sure there aren't any bubbles. You want me to take this out? Okay, there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know I did.
Okay. All right, so if any of you are mamas, you know what it's like to have little ones. So I hope you don't mind my little ones popping in and out of the video. I think that's it. I think that's as straight as it's gonna get. Yes. So I put some water in here to kind of smooth it out. I'm just giving it a mix. I like the paste to be nice and smooth.
Mommy,
It just kind of goes through the screen a little bit better.
What do we?
I'm showing everybody how to use this.
But how? Excuse me.
How to
use what?
How to use this. This is my son Sebastian. Say hi.
Mom, this is not the first time.
Well, for some people it is their first time. They've never seen
And
you.
this is Maya.
Oh, let's introduce Maya. And this is Maya. Say hi. Hello. Okay,
Hi.
let her play. No, she doesn't want that in the water. Okay, so I'm gonna dip this in my black. Oh no, Sebastian, leave your sister alone.
Get over here, son.
I'm playing with her. No, let's go to... Let's get to... Do you want to go...
Sebastian.
Okay, hey Sebastian, but I'm doing a live, honey.
Come on.
Go play with Dad. I'll be done soon, okay?
No!
Okay, leave your sister. She's gonna play quietly with that blue water. All right, so are we ready for our next trivia question? I'm gonna finish putting down this black. I'm gonna lift it, and then we're gonna ask our next trivia question. So far, we have 2 entries tonight. By the way, if you share and you comment hashtag shared, I'll give you an entry. I'll give you an entry to win the prize also. Okay, so I pulled up all the extra chalk. I put it back into my container, and that's one of the reasons why it lasts so long, because you squeegee up as much back up onto your squeegee, and you put it back in the container. Now you just grab a little corner and you start to pull up. And if it's really tight, you want to kind of wiggle. Okay, so I see an issue with one of my words, but we're just going to take this as a learning.
I got it.
You're so silly. As a learning opportunity, and I'm going to show you what you can do when this happens, because it happens and it's not a big deal. So there it is. It looks really good, but look at the word the. The word the bled a little, and then the word empty didn't show up as good as I wanted it to. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dry it, and then we're going to redo the word the and redo the word empty.
What?
Is that all I want to do? I almost feel like I want to redo this whole thing down here at the bottom. Do I want to? Let's ask another question while I think about it. Let's do a difficult question, since I've been asking really easy questions. I think they were easy.
Can start up this unicorn? Can we get this up, unicorn?
How many years are there in a millennium? How many years are there in a millennium? First person on my screen with the correct answer gets an entry. So the word, it's all dry. I'm gonna use my wipey to redo this down here. I'm gonna just take these are baby wipes. You can use Lysol wipes. You can use Lysol wipes. You can use, I like the baby wipes. Maya, did you bring a little elephant to put in the water?
Yes.
So I'm just going to use this to kind of rub it off. It is 1,000. You are correct, Diana, and I've already got you down, so you got yourself right in here. I'm going to write you down for one more entry. Awesome, awesome. Also, guys, remember that if you share, you can get an entry. Share and then hashtag, comment hashtag shared so I can get you down. Let's see. So this is coming completely off. You do need to add a little bit of pressure. You need to rub on it a little bit to get it completely off. But it does come off completely, so you don't have to worry about ruining any surfaces. That's why I joined, because I wanted to make, put it on the towel, because I wanted to make crafts, but I'm not very crafty. At least I don't think so. I don't have like nice handwriting or anything like that. I can't draw. That's what I mean. So I was always worried if I bought a nice surface, a picture frame or chalkboard or whatever, and then I wouldn't be able to do anything on it, or I'd ruin it with paint and not be able to undo a mistake. Okay, Diana, I got you down. Thank you. So with this, I don't really have to worry about that because nothing is permanent unless you seal it. So there's room to make any corrections that you might want. Okay. So I took off the rest. I left the word grandchildren. I got in my word grandchildren.
What grandchildren?
Right here, my word. Gotta fix it.
Did you mess up?
I messed up.
But how?
I don't know. It just happens. So I'm just giving that a good... It actually looks like it's stained right here. It might be harder to get off of some... Thank you. Diana, was it you that needed that color? I can't get on my phone and check. Thought it was Desiree. I was talking to a few different people this afternoon. I have to go back and check, hon, but if it was for you, then I'm glad you got to see it. I'm gonna go in now with the Lysol wipe because it is a little bit stronger than the baby wipes. See if I can get it out. It's not really coming out. Like really, it did stain on here. Some surfaces do stain. And it only stained in this little section right here. So I think we're just gonna move forward with it. It's not bad. Can you see what I mean? See how there's like a little shadow under there? Oh, okay, Diana. So then it was Desiree. Yeah, confused for a minute. See how there's a little shadow right under there? It's not really wanting to budge. I wonder if I put some bright white on there. Doesn't look bad. Thank you, Debbie. It's gonna bug me. Let me see if I can put some white over it and kind of stain it back. I'm just taking my bright white and let it sit for a second. And then I'll go back in and see if I could just clean that shadow up a little. Close. Let's see. I must be asking some easy questions because you guys are getting them really fast. Let's see if I can find a harder question. Okay. How many days are there in a fortnight? How many days are there in a fortnight? And I don't mean Fortnite the game, because that is not allowed right now in my house. My son wants to play, but I told him he's just a little too young still. If he hears me say it, he's gonna run in here to, what are you doing? Are you playing Fortnite? No, I am not. So how many days are there in a fortnight? First person on my screen with the correct answer will get an entry. Okay, so now I'm just cleaning it up, kind of like I did with the black. And it looks like it's working. I think that helped. Yeah. I think that helped. It is 14, Diana. You got yourself another entry. Awesome. It is 14. 14 days in a fortnight. Okay, that worked. So let me show you how I wash the transfer, because we're going to wash it so that I can do the bottom words again. There is still a tiny bit of a shadow, but it's one of those things where it's just going to bother me. Okay, so I just have a pan that I use with water. These are my little girl's toys that she put in right now. We've got a princess. We've got a pony. We've got a mama elephant and a baby elephant. Wow, yes, you got it though. We've got a fairy. And we've got another, let me see, the other one was a pony. This is a unicorn and a dinosaur. Okay. So your question is, that's your next question. For 2 entries, name as many objects that my daughter had in this water. Let me make sure I can see them. If you can name them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 objects in this water. If you can name all 7 of them, you will get 2 entries to the raffle. How about that? You can't rewind. You can't rewind when it's live, right? I don't think you can. Okay, so then I take my board eraser. Just got water all over myself. I take my board eraser and then I just gently start wiping off the chalk paste. And if you are using ink, because we also have inks available, inks would go on anything that you're gonna put in the dishwasher or in the laundry, like clothes or mugs. If you're using inks, this is the same process and it comes off just the same. Some colors do stain your transfers, but it does not ruin them. Okay, so it might have a stain to them. It just means that it was used and loved. So now I'm going to use the soft side of my fuzzing mat to dry it. You can use this or you can use paper towels. I like using this if I'm drying both sides because the paper towel can stick to it, excuse me. And this is not going to. Put my water back over here now. Has anyone guessed? No one's got it. There were 7 items in the water. Who can name all 7? I pulled them out one by one. If you can't name all 7, let's see who can get the most. Okay, so that's pretty much dry. And we are going to do we're going to lay it back over and I'm going to use the word grandchildren to kind of guide me on where I should lay this down. This time I'm going to go in with my big 4-inch squeegee to make sure I get the bubbles out. So let's go this way first. Just want to make sure I get all the bubbles out because that's why it bled. So now let's try it again. Oh, that's okay. That happens. I know I get busy sometimes when I'm watching a live. I don't know if anyone was watching when I was pulling the toys out of the water. Was anyone watching when I was pulling the toys out of the water? Ay, ay, ay. That's okay. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna do the whole thing over again because there were some white spots in the word children. I was thinking it looked fine because it looked kind of like rustic. We'll just go over the whole thing again. And we'll see what it looks like. Okay. I should have warned you. I should have warned you, Charity. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's already looking better. Yes. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in the water so that I can clean it in a minute. And while I wait for this to dry. We are going to put the two little hands on here. And we need to decide on a color for the hands. Princess, horse, princess, yes. Horse, it was a pony, but I'll give it to you. Horse is fine. Unicorn, baby elephant, mom elephant, fairy, and a dinosaur. These are the toys my daughter had in the water. You got it. We had the unicorn, the dinosaur, mama elephant, baby elephant, princess Ariel, the pony, and the fairy. You got yourself, Charity, you got yourself 2 entries. Let me get you down. Good job. Remember, guys, if you haven't liked my page, make sure you do so that I can find you in case you're one of my winners. Okay, so we need to pick some colors for the hand. What do you guys think? What colors should we use tonight? We're going to have one hand here, one hand over here. What color should we use for the hands? We can do one color for both. We can do 2 different colors. I really like it when you guys help me make the decisions. Throw out colors. I have all of the chalk colors available. It's my baby wipe. I have all of the chalk colors available. So if you are on the website checking out the colors, you want to see what one of the colors looks like in action, let me know. There's just so many to choose from. When you sign up as a designer, you get a discount. You get 40% off of everything, but your first order, starting July 1st, which is a couple days, you're gonna get 15% off of the designer price. So you're already getting 40%, then you're gonna get a 40% off, then you're gonna get an extra 15% off on your first order. So that is a great opportunity to like stock up on the colors you want, or transfers, or accessories. It's just a great opportunity to stock up on things you want using that awesome discount. I mean, overall, I think we have a great discount. The 40% off. The prices of these items aren't very much anyways. Like I said, this transfers $14.99. So that's not expensive. At least I don't think so, when it's something that you can use over and over and over again. The little chalk paste containers are $12.99. You get 40% off of that if you become a designer. Some people do it as a business, become designers to do it as a business. Other people become designers just to be able to do this as a hobby and use the discount. Either way, it's awesome. So let me show you some colors and then we'll decide on some colors. I'm really liking, here we have marigold. Let's see. Marigold is nice. Garden herb. We can do peacock. What is this one? Couture coral. I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, couture coral. What do you think? I wonder how many hands we can fit on here. I was thinking too, because I want to do a couple of these like this with the clothespins so we can hang pictures. So I think we want to do just 2 hands, so we have more room for our twine for our clothespins. That's what I'm thinking. I'm really liking this color. And I'm really liking this color. Am I? Do I want to use one color for both hands since the pictures are already gonna have a lot of colors going on? Maybe a gender neutral color like the marigold. Let's just go with that, guys. Let's see what that looks like. We'll do the hands in the marigold. Oh, and I've got a lot of it up by here. Let me get it into my container. There we go. All right, are we ready for our next trivia question? I kind of snuck that last one in. You weren't ready. What is the first element on the periodic table of elements? First person on my screen with the correct answer gets another entry. What is the first element on the periodic table of elements? So I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. Get it nice and smooth. Remember, your water needs to be filtered or distilled to keep your chalk in good condition. It is water soluble, so the more water you add, the thinner and runnier it's going to get. If you leave it open or don't use it in a while, it's going to dry out. It's going to start to just dry out a little. All you need to do is just add a little bit more water. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we're going to use our hands now. We are going to do one on each side. Do you have an answer yet? Hydrogen, you've got it. It is hydrogen. Diana, you are on a roll tonight. I got you down. You are on a roll. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I fuzzed that. This is dry. It dries really quickly, so it is dry. Now I'm gonna put one hand up here. I'm gonna put it kind of high because the hand on this side, I'm gonna do it kind of low. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is on pretty tightly. I think that's good. Get my hair out of the way. So I'm just making sure that all of the silk screen stencil gets covered. And then I kind of put it like at a 90-degree angle, pretty straight up and down, and then I add more pressure, and that helps me lift up any extra chalk that's not being used, and it goes right back into my container. And that is just the best way to make sure you don't waste any chalk paste. Okay, and here we go. Perfect. There's one hand. I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the water. My blue water isn't so blue anymore. Good thing my daughter's not playing in it. She took off to play with her brother and daddy. Okay, so I'm not gonna dry it. I'm just gonna let it air dry. I'm not gonna work in that area, so you don't have to worry about air dry or blow drying every time you do something. It's just if you're gonna work in that area, if you're gonna layer, you wanna blow dry it just so it can go quicker, so you're not sitting there waiting for it to air dry. But since I'm not working in that corner anymore, I'm gonna let it just, I'm really bad about smudging things, so that's why I also blow dry a lot, but you don't have to. So I'm gonna put this hand a little bit lower than that one. And I'm just going to make sure that that is on tight. And I'm dipping into my chalk and then making sure that all of that silk screen gets covered up. And these are made to look like real handprints. So they are not solid. They're meant to look like if a little kid really did put their hand on here. And there it is. We've got our handprints. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside really quickly so that I can dry while I show you how I clean my transfers. So I'm gonna go on my drying side. These fuzzing mats have like a terry cloth side and then like a microfiber side, like a soft side. So you fuzz on this side, and I've got some chalk on here. These can go right in the washer. There's not a big deal. And then it comes off. They're like brand new afterwards. And then this softer side is for drying. So let me bring that back over so I can show you. So I just take my kids ripped my board erasers. We have these awesome board erasers that help you just kind of wipe off all of the chalk or ink off of the transfers. It really helps also if you have a color that stains. It helps to get most of it off. And they come in packs of 2 and they're only a couple dollars. So if you want some of these, they are a good investment. If not, you can just use your fingers and rub it off. So I clean one side, I flip it over, and I clean the other side. That easy. And then I dry it. I'm gonna put it on here. I've got a hair in there. I'm gonna do the next hand. Let's see. And I do the other side. I do both sides. Especially if I'm layering, sometimes you'll get chalk on the sticky side also. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and dry these. And then I have my little backer paper right here ready to go. And clean off this guy so I can put my chalk away. So these are our little stirring sticks. They come in little bags of 12 or 24? 24? I got my little bag right here. I think there's 24 of them in here. Yeah, 24. So they come in a little bag like this of 24. And they're reusable. You just wipe them down and reuse them. And that's how easy it is to clean up after a project, you guys. I can do it all from sitting at my table. I don't have to go to the sink or anything if I am using my little tub of water right here. And I think this size is pretty good. I'm just using a 9x13 baking pan. And I'm just wiping off the chalk. I'm gonna flip it over, make sure I get the other side. Okay, so before I bring that over, I'm gonna go ahead and stick these back on. So I am sticking this back onto the shiny side. There's one. And 2. There it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and dry this one. Like I said, you can also use a paper towel, especially if you're working on the front. You can use a paper towel to dry it. Sometimes your paper towel will stick to this back side. You can just peel it off, but these fuzzing mats are great for that too. And that's it. That's how you clean up. It's really easy to clean up. And you put this away and you can use it a bunch more times. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to add some twine here to add our pictures to. We're gonna do our twine. I think we're gonna do 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we can hang pictures from it. My scissors are missing. Give me a second. Let me grab them. Okay. So I'm just gonna hot glue this to the back, so I don't need too much extra. Maybe there. Is it back in stock? You know, they're always selling out and then they come right back in. Let me check right now what's going on. I can actually, if they're not in stock, I can check really quick and see when they're coming back in. So they are out of stock. Now let me go into my resources and check out the date for when they should be back in. Current product list as of the 20th. So this is the most current product list. It was updated a week ago on the 20th. Okay, let me look for it. It is back. It should be back between July 1st and the 5th. So next week. It should be back in stock next week between the 1st and the 5th. Fuzzing cloths will be back in stock between the 1st and the 5th. And those are so popular that they're always going in and out of stock. They restock them as quickly as they can. And then when you do order them, make sure you get a couple. When I'm working on projects, I'm usually good with 2. I use 2. And then I have these dish drying towels that I use to kind of like set my thingies on. But I would say at least have 2 on hand. Let me go back to my video. Make sure you guys aren't commenting. No problem. Okay, so we're gonna do our first one right about here. I don't want it super tight because I need it to have some slack in order to fit the little clothespins. Right around here. So I'm gonna have to flip this over. Gonna be the tough part, flipping it over, not knowing what I'm doing. And I'm just giving it a tiny bit of slack. I don't want it to be super tight, and I moved it. I hope that's good. Let me look at it. Nope, too high. Right there. Okay, so I'm just going to use my glue gun and glue these bad boys down. So one little dot right there. And then I'm gonna push my twine into it without burning my fingers. And then I'm gonna do it over here. And it's not super tight. I don't want it to be super tight. And it looks like I'm pretty even. I thought I had a ruler, but I don't. We're just gonna eye it. I'm gonna put my glue and stick my twine in there. Got it. Okay, let's see what that looks like on the front. That is perfect. I want it to have a little bit of slack like that. Let's do another one. Ah. Can you guys see what I'm doing, or is it super, super bright? Let's see if I can dim my light a little. Okay, so I'm gonna do the next one right here, right there. Same thing, glue, stick my twine in there, and this side, glue, and stick my twine in there. Yep, that looks good. It's got a little bit of slack. We've got one more. Before we have the last one, let's ask another question. Are you ready? Who discovered rubber? Who discovered rubber? First person on my screen with the correct answer gets an entry. Okay. We're gonna do one more down here. Ay. Here we go. Right there. Trying to make them kind of even. Right there. Why can't I flip it this time? Okay, ready? There we go. Okay. So there's my glue, my twine, and the other side. Whoops. And there it goes. Ah. There we go. One project down with the glue gun, and I did not get burned. That is awesome. I almost feel like I need to tighten this one up a little bit because these have slack and they're a little bit tighter. And this one needs to be just a tiny bit tighter so that it matches. So I'm going to just lift it out of my glue, just like that. Pull off the dried glue, and I'm gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna just do it a little bit tighter, just so it matches the other ones. It still gives me enough slack. I just want it to match. Let's see. No, it's not Charles Goodyear. No clue, girl. Google it. Get yourself an entry. There it is. Okay. So now I'm going to use these tiny little clothespins. on the line to hang the pictures. So I'm gonna put a few on here. So maybe one up there, one there. Who discovered rubber? That's the question. Who discovered rubber? And then I'm gonna do 3 down here. 1. Hey. That one is broken. 2. I love these tiny little ones. And there it is, you guys. Isn't that cute? Let me put some pictures on it so you can see what it looks like with actual pictures. Let me go grab some pictures really quick. I'm back. All right. So I have these pictures that I have printed out in these little like 3x3s. I think this would look great on here. So you can get like several pictures of grandchildren on here. Even more if you use like smaller pictures. I'm thinking like the little pictures that we get with school picture packets. You can get a bunch of those in here. I didn't grab enough pictures, but I've already got 4. You guys are close. The first name is Charles. Let me go back and check. The first name is Charles. But the last name is wrong. Let me see, I've got one more picture right here behind me that I can use. I can fit one more picture, I think. Oh, that one wasn't even attached. It's this one that I was using. There it is. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures on here. And there it is. It's so that I can add one more picture here. But I don't have any more. I don't have any more nearby. So there's that. You can add your pictures to it. Great way for grandparents to show off their grandchildren. And again, it says, grandchildren, fill the space in your heart you never knew was empty. Super cute. If you are interested in purchasing this finished project, make sure you message me. If you want me to make you one, maybe with different color hands, or maybe a different number of strings, maybe just one string to hang one big picture, or 2 strings. I work on custom pieces all the time. So if you have something in mind, you can message me and I will work with you to get whatever custom piece you are looking for. So this is going to go on sale on my Facebook page first, and then I offer it on Etsy. But whoever is on my Facebook page, which I think most of you have already liked my page, you guys get first dibs on finished projects. So this is ready to go. And it's like an enamel board. Really nice and sturdy. This is what the back looks like. So it's still really clean. You can write a message on here to personalize it with a marker. You can have your kids write a little note and then glue it to the back to personalize it if you're going to give it as a gift. I'm going to put this aside. Well, I'll leave it here for a second. I'm going to clean up. Let's see. No one's got the answer yet. The question was, who discovered rubber? Who discovered Who discovered rubber? First name is Charles. We figured that one out. Are you back? Did you want the water back? I was using it. It's not blue anymore.
What is black?
Now it's black. Is that okay?
I want black too.
You're gonna play with the black water? Okay.
What are these people?
There you go.
Take it out.
Yeah, I took it out.
Good. Now put the stockade.
So let's see. Oh, we have another project. Almost forgot. We have another one we're gonna do. Go ahead. Tell Sebastian. So I'm gonna set that behind me. Put these pictures away. We're gonna do something small but cute tonight. Small but cute. I knew I had something else planned. I just couldn't remember. Let me set that aside. So here's what we're working with. We're gonna do, this is also an 8x10 size B. We call it size B transfer.
Mommy, Daddy got hit, Mommy?
Yeah, $14.99. This one says I choose chocolate. Yeah, or I choose joy. And today we're gonna be doing I choose joy. So this is brand new. I haven't even taken it out of the package. But you know what? Before I do that, let me prep my surface. I didn't have to do it with the other one that we just worked on because it was pretty smooth. I wasn't too worried. I just wiped it clean. But this is a very rough wooden, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. It's just a wolf, a wolf.
What? A wolf?
No, it's not a wolf. I think I'm listening to the TV.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. I shut the door because I'm like listening to the TV. Okay, it's like these little wooden planks, but they're really rough. So I'm gonna wax it. So let me show you how I wax. I just use a paste wax. Ah! I'm dropping everything. Okay. I'm using a paste wax and a paper towel, and I'm just going to buff on the wax. I'm I'm just gonna get it all over. This is going to kind of help smooth it out. It's going to clean it up. It's going to make it just a little bit safer so that my transfer does not get ruined.
Mommy, look at the bowl.
Good job. So I've got plenty of wax on here. Now I'm going to use the paper towel to just start buffing it off. I'm not adding more wax anymore. It's really rough right here in the middle. The other ones are fine. This one's really rough. I almost feel like I should have sanded it, but I didn't realize it was this rough. We're gonna try it just like this. Did I stump you guys? No one got that trivia question. I finally asked one that was a little bit more difficult. The trivia question was, who discovered rubber? Okay, there we go. We've got it. So I think that's ready. I think we're gonna be good.
Everybody's turning all black.
Oh no, they're turning black.
They're dirty. You need to wash them in this.
Okay, set that aside. So I'm gonna cut out my pieces. All our transfers come with these little guiding lines so that you know where to cut. So there's that piece. And if you get off of that little guiding line, nothing happens. It is fine. So I'm gonna move chocolate over because we're not using chocolate today. We're gonna use the word joy. But you know what? I better write the name on the back. Chocolate, joy. We're gonna use joy. And then this one is Today I Choose.
Mommy, Mommy.
That looks great. Are you having fun with that?
Yeah.
So as this dries, I know it looks a little bit darker right now. As it dries, it's gonna go back to the lighter color. It's just because I have the wax on here.
Can open flowers for me?
The flowers?
Yes.
What do you need flowers for?
They're dirty, Mom. They're dirty, Mom. I said they're dirty.
If you put the flowers in the water, they're going to mess up because those flowers are paper. They're paper flowers.
They're
Okay.
dirty.
Charity, you've got it.
They
Charity.
got sprinkles.
They've got sprinkles, they've got glitter and diamonds. Okay, I'll give you a flower. Charity, you've got yourself another entry. Awesome, awesome job. You've got it. The answer was Charles McIntosh. You want to know? Okay, I'm going to give you one flower, but don't put it in the water. You promise you are going to put it in the water? You want the one with sprinkles?
Yes.
Okay, so glitter it is. If you put it in the water, it's going to turn black and it's not going to be pretty anymore. Are you still going to do it anyways?
I promise, Mom.
You promise?
Mhm.
You promise you're going to do it anyways?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, you decide. You decide what you're gonna do, Mama. Okay, so I'm gonna fuzz this. And
See, it's not until black.
it didn't turn black. Did you dip it in there?
No, it's not until
Okay, if you put it in there for a minute, or it's going to turn black.
But it's not. See, this is real water.
Oh, is it? It's real water?
Yeah, it's not until black.
Okay, ma'am.
Not until black.
All right, guys, so there's that. Let's see. What color? Oh, you know why I was thinking about the marigold earlier? Because that's the color I wanted to use for this. That's okay. We'll use a different color.
See, it's
I
not
want a color to
turning
go along
black,
with these
Mommy.
flowers.
See, it's not turning black.
I think this will look good. So I'm going to use our wild berry. It's not turning black? You proved me wrong. This is a brand new color. They just come with a protective seal. You just peel that right off.
Mommy, what are you doing, Mommy?
I'm making a sign. What are you doing?
Making these.
That looks great, Maya.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, sweet girl.
First we saw elephant and dinosaur.
Wow. Okay, so this is really runny. I'm not going to add any water here. Okay, I'm going to dip and then go right on to my words. Sometimes with the wood grain, it will run. Thank you, Diana. So I'm going to push this down as much as I can. And hopefully it does not run. I'm going to go very lightly with this, just like that. I'm not going to add too much. I don't want it to run. Okay, so I'm putting that back. And now I'm just going over, picking up the extra back into my container. Ready? Perfect. It did not run at all. Today I choose. I'm going to dry this and then we're going to lay down the word joy. I did not realize it's almost 9:30. I don't know where all this energy is coming from, you guys.
So you get the black water.
I won't get the black water, I promise. You can go to your room and get whatever you need. I'm not going to get your water. I won't, I promise.
Not to get some water.
Okay. Which I'm glad I do have this extra energy because my daughter just woke up from a nap a few minutes ago during the live. So she took a late nap. Good thing we are on vacation. I'm loving this vacation. I am an elementary school teacher full-time, you guys. So this was just going to be a hobby, kind of just to help me relax. Just something for me to have fun with. And then I saw how easy it was to turn it into a business. And it has benefited me and my family so much already. Okay, so I fuzzed. This is brand new, so it was super, super sticky. Now I'm gonna do joy right in here. Right there. Now let's see if I can get it down really tight. Did I fuzz too much? I hope not. Now it doesn't want to stick. I took too much precaution and fuzzed a lot and waxed, and now it doesn't want to get on tight. I'm just going to work it. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Can I help you, please?
Not yet.
Why?
Because, ma'am, I'm working on something.
But I finished mine. See, I finished mine.
But not right now.
I finished mine.
So Maya is asking to help me because she actually loves doing this. Here's one that,
I did mine. So
here's a design she's been working on.
He's all done,
By
Mom.
the way, she's 3. And this is what she's been working on.
This is dry.
So really, guys, anybody can do this.
Dry, Mommy?
Don't stick that in the water.
Okay.
Remember, we don't stick soft toys in the water.
Okay.
You want to go to your room and get more? So I'm just really taking my time, guys, to make sure that this goes down because I don't want it to bleed.
Bottom, Mom.
Some surfaces are harder to work with.
Mommy, don't get my water.
I won't get your water. And this is one of them. But I really like it. I thought it was like a perfect size. So I really want to work with this. And plus I got a couple, so. Okay, I think I've got it, you guys. I think I've got it. And I'm going to do the same technique. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of color. But let's ask a trivia question before we do that. What is the name of the Greek god of music? What is the name of the Greek god of music? Remember, guys, you can also get an entry if you share and hashtag shared. Comment hashtag shared. You'll get an entry. Okay, so I'm going to start on this side, and I'm just going to very quickly and with not a lot of pressure, start covering the word. Okay, I think I've got it. Apollo, you are correct. Girl, you are on a roll. I got you down. You've got 6 entries so far. Good luck. All right, here we go. All right, it looks good. It's a little bit, remember how I said it has like a rough spot down the middle? Okay, so there's our word joy, and see how there's a little bit of roughness right there? I could leave it like this and just let it look rustic, or I can go in with my favorite little handy dandy tool, which is my nail, and add just a little bit of chalk there. But I'm almost really liking the way it came out because the words on top are super solid. And I like the contrast of having the word joy look kind of rustic. So I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I really, really like that. I'm so glad it didn't bleed. It's perfect. I love it. All right, let me clean this up. And then we're going to glue some of these little flowers on here that my daughter really liked. Some with sprinkles. That's what she calls glitter. And then some of them have little, like little stones in them. It looks really pretty. So we're gonna add some around our sign. Since she took my water, she said, she made me promise that I would not mess with her water. Let me show you another way of cleaning. You don't necessarily have to put it in your transfers in the water, especially if you're doing something maybe that's quick. it doesn't require, or small doesn't require a lot of water. You can use your white beads to just wipe it clean. So you can use the Lysol wipes or the baby wipes. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Lysol wipes so I can, they're a little bit stronger, but I don't like to use them all the time just because that's kind of harsh on my skin. And then you flip it over. How much is that one? This one here, Angie? I'm not done with it. I'm gonna add some flowers, but I did buy extra of these. So if you want to change the color, customize the color, message me. I also have different color flowers that we can use. So if you want it just the way we have it tonight, you can have this one. It's not sold yet. And if you want it with different colors, I have extra of these little boards, so we can do that. So that's it. That's pretty much clean without having to go in the water. So I'm going to put this back on the backer paper. And now we're going to do the word joy. Yes, this one, hun, this is going to be 10 bucks. So if you want it, comment sold and it's yours. If you want it in a different color, just message me. If it's a little bit harder to clean, I just add water like this. And there it is. So you don't necessarily have to take this into water. It is faster if you put it in water. But if you don't have access to water, a tub of water or the sink, or if it's something just quick and small, you can do it with, and it's staying on my towel, and that's okay. I'm gonna stick it in the washer. I wash them about once a week, so I use them pretty good, and then I throw them in the washer. So there it is. That's clean. I'm going to put it back on the backer paper. Make sure I'm on the shiny side. All right, and this is pretty dry. We're gonna get our flowers. I don't think we're gonna use them all. So, isn't that pretty? So I think I'm just going to start a few up in that corner. These come in different sizes. And some of them have glitter. I like to lay it out before I actually start gluing. You got it, Angie. I'll take it to you tomorrow when I see you at the pool. So I'm thinking what do you think, Miss Angie, since this is already yours? Do you like that? Or do you want more flowers? Do you want flowers all the way around? Or do you like that? I'm going to give you a minute because there is a lag time between what I say and when you see it. I'm going to give you a minute so that you can decide. Maybe one more little one down there. That looks really good. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna start gluing, and I'm gonna start with this big one because this one's going on the back. So pretty. That is nice. That is super cute. Thank you. Isn't that cute? And then it comes, you can stand this. You can stand it just like that. Or you can stand it just like that, or you can hang it. You can hang it on the wall. So that is really cute. Love it. And it's yours, Angie. I do have more of these, so if anyone wants one made, just message me, okay, guys? And I will get one made for you. So awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for playing trivia. Let's go over what we did tonight. We made this grandchildren picture holder. It is a metal enamel, white. Back is pretty plain. I was saying you could write a message on here with a marker, stick a note on here if you want to make it kind of like a personalized gift. If you watch the replay, you can see that I actually stuck some pictures on here, and you can see what it looked like with pictures hanging. We also finished up this one here. By the way, the grandchildren's frame was $20. We also did this one here. We had done this on another live, and we just stuck we stuck one more background on here. So I stuck this wooden white panels on the back because I just felt like it didn't look very finished. You too, thank you so much for joining me today, Diana. And awesome job playing tonight, trivia. You got lots of entries, girl. You did awesome. And then we learned how to match the Liberty color. We needed this color here, but it sold out, so we figured out how to match it. So we did this color, which is a midnight sky. We added white, and we got it almost exactly to the color that we wanted. I think if I add a little bit more white, it'll match even more. But now we know how to get that Liberty color, which is sold out. So I'm going to clean up, but I'm going to stay on in case you guys have any more questions. If you have any questions about the company or any products that you might want to buy, remember, guys, if you have not joined my VIP page, make sure you do. I have right now a 7 days of sales going on. And you can combine all those sales and get lots of goodies. And I cannot talk to you about them on here. The only way that you can see those discounts and sales are at my VIP page. So you can get to that. I added the link in the description to this live. What else? What else? I think that's it, you guys. Unless you have any questions for me, I think I'm not going to stick that in there. I'm going to put it in my binder. I think And that is it for me, you guys. Thank you so much. Angie, I'll be taking you this tomorrow. Angie is a friend of mine. We live in the same town, and we actually have our boys in swim classes together right now. So I will be seeing her tomorrow, and Angie, I'll be taking you this. All right, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We got a lot done, and I will see you guys soon. Good night. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.